Introducing the all-new Corolla.
I wanted to show like what Micronesian people can do, and how Micronesian people are not as different as any other people.
Eddie Nathan Winnis started a youth group in October of last year by himself. It started with a Facebook page he called Natewind.
We showcase like hardworking Micronesians, Micronesian business owners, fallen Micronesian soldiers, talented Micronesians, athletic Micronesians, things that Micronesians can do just like everybody else that's not negative. We try to show the people all the positive things that we can do.
He organized a candlelight vigil for hit-and-run victim Junior Isaac. Since then, interest in the group has grown. And after he started receiving numerous messages on Facebook, he started another page called TYM, Team Youth Micronesia. And now he has bigger plans for the group. So why did he form the group? Winnis says life was rough for him growing up with a single mom.
My mom worked 3 jobs, and we lived in Harmon Industrial. She used to work in Anigua, Lower Tumon, and Harmon. So she would walk every single day. She would have like a few minutes of sleep when she gets home, and then she has to get up again, and then she has to go to work. And like to hear people saying, "Oh, Micronesians are like this. Micronesians are nothing but a burden to the Guam Island." It's just not right, because there's a lot of people that are not being recognized for their hard work.
So Eddie and his fellow Team Youth Micronesia members are working to change this perception. Dee Suzuki was born in Chuuk, but she has been living on Guam since the 1990s.
I've never been a government assistant. I'm a single parent. I'm an independent person. I work for my living, and I grew up here too, and I face all the challenges here on Guam. It's very different.
Suzuki says that the way of life on Guam, which is the most modern island in Micronesia, is very different from life in the other islands, and adapting to Guam's fast and modern lifestyle is difficult for many from the freely associated states, especially for the youth, who don't have the same support system that they would have on their native islands.
It takes a whole village to raise a good kid. So maybe like he said, that single parents living by themselves trying to grow up independently, it's very hard.
Suzuki says the parents of these children are often busy working multiple jobs to make ends meet. Meanwhile, the extended family system that is present on their native islands is absent here. That's where Team Youth Micronesia comes in. They're hoping to provide a support system for Micronesian youth. Ken Neth was born and raised on Guam and has himself experienced the hardships that many Micronesian youth are faced with.
Some of us, we grow up through like a lot of harsh things, and we're influenced by the wrong things.
Neth, Suzuki, and Winnis say that without a strong extended family support group, a lot of Micronesian youth are faced to deal with negative stereotypes and negative influences on their own. This often leads them to form gangs, and this is where the trouble begins.
And they feel like, I can relate to what they're saying. They feel like they're low class, they're stereotyped, they don't fit in. So they turn to violence. They're like, we're Micronesian, we're gonna fight. That's all they know.
To fit in.
Yeah, to fit in.
Some kids
to fit
actually
in.
feel like that's how they can fit in, is if they did something that'll catch people's attention.
Yeah.
So Winnis, Suzuki, and Neth are working hard to tackle the many problems that Micronesian youth are facing. They're working to provide positive role models and a support group for youth. They want to provide youth activities like singing, dancing, sports, and art. But the first major event they'll be holding is No Alcohol Day.
We ask the Micronesian community here on Guam and all over the world not to consume any alcohol on March 8th, 2014, Saturday.
Winnis is asking for the youth to send pictures of themselves holding non-alcoholic drinks on Saturday to their Facebook page, TYM, Team Youth Micronesia.